In this video, we will look at how we can aggregate product quantity and pricing information within Flxpoint, as well as use pricing rules to have global pricing manipulation. You can even apply pricing rules on specific channels if those specific channels are going to have different markups. Pricing and quantity can be controlled statically through locking pricing and quantity, which I can show a little later in this video, but we recommend a dynamic approach through the aggregation and pricing rules. That way, as source data changes, so do your pricing and quantity values. To find your aggregate rules and pricing rules inside of Flxpoint, you'll want to go to Settings, Products, and click Aggregate Rules. These aggregate rules will determine how we derive a product's quantity or one of many price values when multiple sources provide these values for any given variant. For example, a phone charger is $10 from source A and $12 from source B. In this cost field, if we selected lowest cost, that cost would end up being $10. If we selected highest cost, it would be $12. And of course, if we selected average, it would be $11. So maybe if you're looking to be more competitive on your pricing, you'll choose lowest cost, because this is where we derive estimated cost, and estimated cost is where we will begin all of our markups on the pricing rules tab. It's used as the starting point. On the flip side, if you wanted to ensure higher margins, you could select highest cost and mark up from there. The same logic applies all the different price values as well as quantity. But for quantity, you can also select some quantity. This essentially will show your available quantity as the total of all of your sources' available inventory levels. By utilizing the Ignore Out of Stock toggle, this will enable you to omit source inventory variants from aggregation that are not currently in stock. So in the example earlier with lowest cost from source A being $10, if that particular source didn't have any quantity available, we would then ignore that source data in these aggregation rules, and the lowest cost would then become source B's cost, which was $12. Once you use these aggregation rules to derive your estimated cost, you can navigate over to the Pricing and Quantity tab to begin creating any pricing rules or markups using that starting point that we just derived in our aggregate rules. You can have all sorts of variations in your pricing rules, like flat percentage markups, maybe a brand-specific markup, any tiered percentage markups, and even a rule like setting your list price to the minimum advertised price so long as that value exists on this particular product in question. You can even add rules like this one here at the end to set the decimal to a 0.99 just to make sure all of your prices are clean and in sync. You're able to update any pricing workflows by clicking this button, and this will sync through the system all the way to your listings. And you can also use this test workflow button to test any of your pricing rules. And I highlighted this testing process in another video. The last thing I want to showcase on this video today is being able to statically lock some of your prices. So going into an individual variant, you can click this lock button here, edit any of these pricing fields you want, hit save again, and this will remain locked and overridden and won't be affected by any of those pricing rules until you come back and hit this unlock button, delete your edits, and save again. So thanks for watching this video on product pricing and quantity. Please reach out to our support team if you need any other assistance.